Hello, everybody. Justin Harvison reporting back again. Really good to see everybody tonight. I didn't make a video last week. Honestly, things got rough for me and my family. If you're close to me, I just ask that you pray for me. If not, I'm not going to unveil too much of my business because it's other people's business as well. But I just ask you sincerely pray for me and my family. So let's get into this. How I overcame depression. When I was depressed, there are a few signs that I was able to notice. And these signs, I'm not licensed. I may be a certified counselor, but I'm not licensed. Okay, let's get that out the way. Um, but I will say that my mood changed. I wasn't motivated. My apartment stayed dark. I did not clean a lot. I didn't wash dishes. I didn't wash my clothes as frequently as I should. My apartment was really, really bedraggled, really looked out of place. Um, and I could not find happiness in things I used to find happiness in. I would go out trying to enjoy time with my friends, and I would be sitting there in a group of individuals, hearing them laugh, but I was just echoing their laugh. It wasn't a genuine laugh. Um, and that really bothered me. And then I would become sad and not know why I'm sad. I'd be driving to work or driving to a friend's place, driving to the store, and I wouldn't be as happy as I was when I got into the car. I became more self-conscious. I gained a lot of weight because I began eating for comfort, not even realizing that me gaining weight was causing me to be more depressed. I came up with reasons as to why I'm not my best. I began to be harder on myself than others were on me, and I began to put myself into a bubble. And it was a hardened shell that I chose to put myself in. And then it got to the point where I was trying to fight my way out, and I didn't know how. I was trying to be inspired. I wasn't inspired. I was trying to be happy. I wasn't happy. I would try to be joyful, but I would end up crying. There would be times I would just sit in my apartment just in the dark because I didn't want anybody else around me. And because I was sitting in the dark, I became comfortable with darkness. And it was powerful, but it was painful. And people need to know that when I was, contemplating suicide, it wasn't rational. I thought I was a burden to my parents. Here I am, at that time, 25, thinking that because of these accomplishments, because of these degrees that I have, I should be helping out my parents more. And that wasn't the case. And I felt like I had wasted so much of my time. I felt like I wasted so much of my effort. That's what it felt like. I felt like I didn't belong on this earth anymore because I was not fulfilling the purpose I said I was going to achieve. And then I had to choose to overcome it. So my father came up here, surprised me, and we went to see my family physician at that time here, and she put me on antidepressants, got me in touch with a psychologist. I saw a psychologist for 6 months, and that was powerful. But the thing about seeing a psychologist is this: you have to do work outside of the therapy room. When you're depressed, you have to fight for every bit of happiness that you have. It's not a joke. There's a difference between having depressed moods or moments versus actually being clinically diagnosed with depression. A depressed mood is being sad about an event that happened for a moment. You're sad for maybe a few days, maybe up to a week, but you get over it. Depression is you're not able to separate depressed moments from happy moments. You're not able to separate depression from sadness. You're not able to separate joy from pain. When good things happen to you, you don't accept them. When bad things happen to you, you automatically feel guilty. And when you are presented with challenges, you automatically clam up. That depression makes you think less of yourself than you really are. And I overcame that by pushing. I overcame that by understanding that if I choose to give my life up to death by choice, then I'm choosing to harm those people that I should be helping. I fought it by reading. I fought it by praying. And I fought it by becoming more invested in the gift that I have been gifted with, which is writing and speaking. I fought it by being open, by talking about it. I fought it by understanding that life is not just meant for me to live. If that was the case, I would be here by myself. I fought it by seeing that somebody else is watching me live. That's how I overcame depression. Depression is a dark place, and it's not a place you just walk out of easily. Depression is a place you have to fight out of. Depression is when you have to do the opposite of what your mind tells you to do. You have to retrain your mind. You have to retrain your mind because where your mind was is the reason why you are where you are. But you have to fight to retrain it so you can become something different. And that's the darkness of depression. Depression has no, and this is going to be a longer video, but just letting you know, depression doesn't have a victim. Depression waits on you, and you welcome it. Because depression initially starts out as comfortable. It's I had a bad day today. That's okay. I had a bad week. That's okay. I had a bad month. I don't like this. This isn't okay, but it feels right. That's what depression does. It confuses you into thinking that what is bad actually is comforting. And I really had to center myself around friends. I had to be around family. I had to work out. Exercising releases a lot of endorphins in your brain. Exercises gets that dopamine level up. It gets that blood pumping. Exercising is really good for you. Eating healthy is really good for you. I can't tell you how many horrible meals I put inside of my body just because I lacked discipline during depression. I can't tell you how just dirty my apartment looked. I mean, it was horrible. Because I didn't care. And that's what depression does to you too. It makes you not care. So I'm sharing this so that people will recognize if they have friends in depression. I'm sharing this so maybe you recognize if you have some of these symptoms to seek help. There's nothing wrong with getting help. There's a stigma behind getting a therapist in your life, but there's no stigma behind going to see a nurse. Your mind is a part of your body. Yes, you can go to church and you can pray, but there's also the aspect of practicality you have to involve yourself in. It's as simple as if somebody gives you tools to build a house, the house won't be built unless you put it together. It's as simple as I can say all day I'm a writer, but if I don't pick up a pen or if I don't start typing on the keyboard, then a writer is just nothing more than potential or a dream. So when it comes to depression, if you want to overcome it, you have to find methods to fight it. You have to regain your life, regain your status, regain who you are, because in depression, you lose who you are. If you have sincere questions and you want to get more in depth about it, feel free to inbox me and please share this video because there's somebody who's struggling with life, somebody who's felt weak, somebody who's felt alone, and I really don't want people to feel like that when you don't have to. I hope in this comment section that you all heal each other. I hope that this video reaches people I don't even know. And I hope that they share love with people they haven't even shared love with yet. We have enough going on individually. And when a person is going through depression, you have to fight together. It's a dark place. But I overcame it because I fought. I overcame it because I endured. I overcame it because I chose to endure. And I overcame it because my father fought for me. It's important that you have somebody fighting for you too. And if you don't have somebody fighting for you, then fight harder for yourself. But somebody somewhere is fighting for you. You don't know it. You never know it. But don't give up. You can't give up. The moment you decide to give up on life is the moment you're saying you're not good enough. But if you're still breathing, you're more than good enough. If you're still making one person on this earth smile, you still have value. Because somebody smiling is smiling at you. And you may not ever see every single smile. You won't see every smile that you're the reason for. But know that God loves you more than you can ever love yourself. But no, we need to do a better job of showing God's love to people. That's why so many Christians are depressed. They pray to God. Sometimes they don't receive answers. And then they wonder, does God love me? When in actuality, sometimes we are the answers to people's prayers. We are the solution God put in their life. We have to demonstrate a deeper love for people. But you got to love yourself first. Practice getting to know who you are. That is this video for today. Again, please inbox me If you all want me to go into some more detail or just maybe some methods I used, let me know. But I want you all to be encouraged because I was encouraged. But I want you all to see an authentic Justin Harvison, not a Justin Harvison everybody wants to see. I want you to see the authentic person Justin Harvison is. I love you all. Be blessed and have a good night. Follow me on Instagram, Justin Harvison. Look me up on YouTube, Justin Harvison. And clearly my Facebook is Justin Harvison for people who are not already my friend. Thank you and have a good night.